unbelievable, isn't it? Infuriating. Let me read you. Let me just, if you're just logging onto this, give it a share. You see the mainstream media, they're all running with this story, obviously. Now, Sky News run with a story that 10,000 people signed a petition to have a televised political leadership debate. They run with that story everywhere. Sky News, fake, sly news. You saw what they done in my interview anyway. But they run with that headline. In the last hour, over 15,000 people have signed this petition in the last hour. The political debate one took, a week to get 10,000. And Sky News run the big headline. So will the media now run the headlines? By tomorrow, it's going to be double that. But will they run the headline that 15,000 people have signed a petition in an hour, demanding that the political persecution of members of our armed forces, the targeting of them for expressing their freedom, is stopped? A spokesman for the army said, far-right ideology is completely at odds with the values and ethos of our armed forces. Far-right ideology, completely at odds. Good. What about Islam? Is Islam completely at odds with the values and ethos of our armed forces? Many of these media statements confirm that the far-right activist Tommy Robinson. Look, the army is investigating after far-right activist Tommy Robinson posted a photo. Far-right activist. I'm not far-right, okay? Most of the reasons I actually oppose Islam are to do with my liberal views. My liberal views, or my views on women's rights. My views on gay people's rights. My views on free speech. None of these are far-right views. But they want to bracket and tarnish and slander everyone as far-right. So we have the far-right ideology is completely at odds with the values and ethos of the armed forces. So the values and ethos of the armed forces. Let's look at the core teachings of Islam, the core beliefs of Islam. It's a supremacist ideology which promotes fascism. It's a fascist ideology, a violent ideology. It promotes Muslims and teaches Muslims that they are superior to all non-Muslims. Is that at odds with your military, army ethos? What about the teachings of homophobia? Are they at odds? I've seen all your PR campaigns for gay people to join the military. Is Islam at odds with your beliefs within the British Army on that? Is Islam at odds, I was going to say on free speech, but it doesn't seem here the hierarchy of the army actually believe in free speech. They may want to install it in countries that have a lot of oil, but it doesn't actually seem that you believe in free speech if you're going to prosecute your own soldiers for having a photo taken. Now, what I've just been sent, which I'll have to confirm by someone whose brother is one of the young soldiers, is that, and again, I have to confirm this, is that one of the kids has been discharged. If that's true, if that's right, if one of these young men who was willing to sacrifice and sign up and give his life to protect the British public's freedoms, they sign up and they protect and they serve you. They serve me. They serve us all. Even all you scumbags who hate the military, they serve you as well. They protect you as well. As you walk around and you enjoy the freedom that you enjoy in this beautiful country, it's protected by them. Okay? Now, they serve us. And if this is right and they're going to be targeted this way, then the public are going to have to serve them. They cannot be allowed to get away with this. They can't be allowed to do it. There has to be a huge resistance. I would hope that radio presenters tomorrow, I've seen this has been picked up now in every national newspaper in Britain. I see American news websites are now picking it up. They have their own rights and freedoms. And it's about, and the public have to stand with them. And I hope many people in the military personnel will also stand with them and say how wrong this is. But this was just an update to let people know that 15,000 people in an hour have signed this petition. This will grow. The more you share it, the more you tell people to share it. This will be delivered. I've seen that Katie Hopkins also said she'll come with me to deliver this petition. We will deliver this petition to the army to let them know the British public are not happy about this, and it won't be left. If I'm absolutely gutted, and I did ask the boys on that day. I said, "Are you not going to get in trouble for this? Are you not worried?" And they said, "No. What for?" And it's right. It's mad that you even have to ask that. It's mad that you even have to say that. The rest of the country, if you're sitting in America and you're watching this, look at the path our country's gone down. Our soldiers can't even express their own freedom on our streets without being dragged through due to political correctness and a complete globalist agenda that wishes to silence anyone who goes against it. Right now, at the head of our army, it's also been infiltrated. You stop your average member of our armed services. They're us. They're us. They're working class families, working class men, working class women who also, it's like, I tried to work out if the last military, I saw that they needed to lose 10,000 troops for the budget cuts, because we're absolutely stripping our military. We're absolutely stripping them. And I saw that they needed to lose 10,000. Then I saw the army recruitment videos. Watch the army recruitment videos. Not a picture of my kids' house. Watch the army recruitment videos. The army recruitment videos that is all about Islam and praying on the battlefield. Like you're out, you've got to see the videos. Watch Russia's army videos, recruitment videos. Watch China's. Who do they come and recruit from? They go, well, they should go, they go to the most toughest towns in this country, to the most deprived areas, and they take young men, young children actually, and they build them into great men, okay? And those men join because they want to serve, they want to protect, and they want to fight, and they're willing to fight. And now the dumbing down and the pussifying, which is what they're doing, of our armed services, of our military. I then wondered if that whole campaign was so that 10,000 people actually leave. The morale must be so low. Imagine being in the armed services. You pull over at a service station. In fact, I'm a journalist, okay? I'm a journalist. And if those members of our military want to take a picture with a journalist, whether they agree with me, whether they support me, or whether they know because I'm seen publicly, they take a picture. They cannot be sidelined, disciplined, or kicked out of the army, of their career, of their future for this. So, yeah. I'll give you an update when I find out more. Again, anyone whose family members were in that photo, I will cause such a storm over this, providing I'm not in prison in 2 weeks. I will cause such a storm over this, and I'm sure the British public will completely support this. I'm sure, I know I've had organisations already and other people contacting me. I know there's a demonstration actually this weekend by the DFLA. There's a demonstration in London. I'm actually at a charity event for a young child that we done something for a while ago who sadly has had some terrible news. So I would have been in London. I would have been in London taking part and videoing and bringing the story back. Would have been one of the first events I've probably been to since I've come out of custody, but it would have been to say a thank you. I know it's going to be a silent march. I know there's a march in London, and I'll share the details on my Facebook page, but on these marches, sometimes when you're marching in silence, it's about grooming, it's about everything. Then people, sometimes you have to remember that it is a silent march. And whilst I appreciate so much support I receive, but chants, whether they be of England or Britain or Tommy Robinson or anything, when you're doing a silent march, they have to remain silent if that's the purpose of what the organisation are wanting on the day. But if you're going to London this Saturday, good luck. Stay safe. And yeah, I'll share more details. I'll do a live stream about that tomorrow, something separate, but I'm just gutted for these young lads who have been put in this position, and I hope that you, the public, show them your support. Again, I've put the website link in here. Just check it. I'll put the website link in here. Imagine signing up to the British Army, taking a photo with someone at a service station, and then the army raiding your barracks, seizing your phones. Unbelievable. So, yeah. Anyway, the link's on this video. I've had a picture. That's a completely true point. I've had a picture taken with people who I can't stand. I've had a picture taken with people just because I had a picture taken with some of them for banter, some of them for fun. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. They're young. Leave them alone.